Thank you, Madam Chairperson, and I'd like to thank the Historical Society for the invitation to come here tonight to address what I believe is a very important motion and a very important discussion and debate that we should be having in our society. I believe that I'm speaking against this motion, and I believe this motion should be opposed because I believe that the legalisation of prostitution has been a failure in the societies where it has been legalised. There is a lot of evidence to show that there has been a failure, and I'll outline some of it later on. And while I have no doubt that there is some women who make a choice, a conscious choice, to become a sex worker and to work in the sex trade, and that is a decision that they make, I do believe that they're a minority within the sex trade, and I do believe that the sex trade, as it operates in the sex industry, as it operates now, and even as it operates in societies that have legalised it, operates on the basis of criminality and organised crime. It operates on the basis of trafficking, and it operates on the basis of fostering and enforcing gender inequalities and enforcing society's men's perceptions of women as being objects that are there to be used and to be used at a price decided by the market or by the men that are willing to pay for it. I believe that a lot of women involved in the sex trade don't have the option to, even in the legalised society, to have the option to choose their clients, force their clients to wear condoms if needs be, and I doubt if many women feel strong enough and feel, even in a legalised sex trade, feel strong enough and empowered enough to be able to go to the police and make complaints against the men who may refuse to wear condoms or to treat them properly.
On that point?
It has been said.
Yes, no. What is your alternative option then to not legislating it and to allow women to be abused in such manner? What are you proposing that we do instead of legislation?
Well, if you bear with me, I'll get to that. I'm proposing legislation. I'm not proposing legislation to legalise prostitution. Well, it has been said that prostitution is the oldest profession, but I don't believe that that's any reason to maintain the profession and to encourage it and to foster it and to develop it. Because I do believe that the objectification of women does do harm to men. And men need to take a responsibility and be responsible for their own actions and for what they do. And I believe that we have to, as a society, we have to make a conscious decision that we believe, and even though there is, I believe, a minority of women who choose to freely choose to enter the sex trade, for the vast majority of women, it's not a choice that they make. It's a choice that's made through inequality, a choice that's made through lack of opportunity, and a choice that's made through, in many cases, desperation as well. We do know.
Would you not be able to argue though that legalising prostitution would alleviate how damaging it is for the women in the short term, while in the long term we could eventually look at getting rid of it altogether, getting rid of the desperation that caused them to doing that? But surely legalising it in the short term would make it far better for the women who are forced into this choice.
I'll answer that question in the rest of the contribution. I think it'll be dealt with in so I do believe that women